nymph, in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
Good madam, how does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well, well, well.
Madam, I have remembrances of yours that I have long and longed to redeliver, and I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lady, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed as made these things more rich, their perfume lost. For to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, madam.
Are you honest?
Madam,
Are you fair?
what means your ladyship?
That if you be not honest, your beauty should approve no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, madam, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty cannot transform honesty from what it is to a bawd, then the force of honesty can translate beauty into her likeness. This was sometime a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love thee once.
Indeed, madam, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
I am myself indifferent, honest. And yet I could accuse me of such things that it would be better my mother had not borne me. I'm very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more fences at my beck and call than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such persons as I do, crawling between heaven and earth? We are errant knaves all, believe none of us. Where's your mother?
At home, my lady.
Let the door be locked, that she may play the fool nowhere but in her own house.
Oh, help her, you sweet heavens.
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this play for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery. Go, farewell. Or if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool. For wise men know too well what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery. Go, farewell.
Oh, heavenly powers, restore
I
her.
have heard of your paintings too well enough. You jig, you amble, and you lisp and nickname God's creatures and make your ignorance your wantonness. Go to, I'll no more on't. It hath made me mad. Get thee to a nunnery. Go, farewell!
What a noble mind is here o'erthrown. The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mold of form, the observed of all observers quite down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretch that sucked the honey of her music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and feature of blown youth blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me to have seen what I have seen. See what I see.
Love, her affections do not that way tend. Nor what she spat, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in her soul o'er which her melancholy sits on brood, and I do doubt the hatch and the discourse will be some danger. which to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down. She shall with speed to England. Yes. Haply the seas and countries different, with variable objects, shall expel this something settled matter in her heart, whereon her brain still beating will thus put her from fashion of herself. What think you on it?
It shall do well. But yet do I believe the origin and commencement of her grief hath sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what the Lady Hamlet said. We heard it all. My lord, do as you please. Let her queen mother all alone entreat her to show her griefs. Let the queen be round with her, and I'll be placed, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find her not, to England send her, or confine her where your wisdom best shall work.
It shall be so. Madness, the great ones must not unwatched go. Now must your conscience my quittance seal, and you must put me in your heart for friend, since you have heard that she which hath your noble mother slain hath pursued my life.
And so have I a noble mother slain, a sister driven into desperate terms, but my revenge will come.
Pray not your sleep for that. You must not think we are made of stuff so flat and dull that we can let our beards be shook with danger and think it pastime. Shortly shall hear more. I love your mother. We love ourselves, and I hope that will teach you to imagine it. How now? What news?
Letters, my lord. From Hamlet. This to your majesty. And this to the queen.
Letters. Laertes, you shall hear these. Leave us.
High and mighty, you shall know that I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall, first asking your pardon thereunto, recount the occasions of my sudden and more strange return.
What does this mean? Are the rest coming back, or is it some abuse and no such thing? Can you advise me on it?
I'm lost in it, my lord. But let her come. It warms the very sickness in my soul that I shall live and tell her to her teeth, thus diest thou.
If it be so, Laertes, as how should it be so? How otherwise, Laertes? Is your mother dear to you? Or you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Not that I think you did not love your mother, but I know that love is begun by time. That I see in passages of proof. Time qualifies the spark and fire of it. But, quick to the officer. Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your mother's daughter, in deed more than in words?
To cut her throat in the church.
No place indeed shall murder sanctuarize. Revenge shall not be sanctuarized.
I brought an unction of a mountain, so mortal that but dip the knife in it. Go ahead.
peace avail.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcella.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Well, Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy and will not let belief take hold of it. Touched by this dreaded thing twice seen of us, therefore I have entreated him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if again this apparition come, he may prove our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
Peace, break the off, look where it comes again!
In the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king. Mark it, Horatio.
Most likely, it harrows me with fear and wonder.
Who he spoke to?
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou that usurps this time of night, together with that fair and warlike foreman, in which the majesty of Berg Denmark does sometimes march? I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay, speak! I charge thee, speak!
It is gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy?
I might not believe this without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou wouldst thyself, 'tis strange.
Thus and twice before, at just this dead hour with Marshal Stock, have he gone by our watch.
What particular thoughts work I know not. But in this gross scope of my opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state. But soft, lo, where it comes again. I'll cross it, though it blasts me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. There be any good thing to be done that may do thee ease and grace to me. Speak of it, if thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily for knowing may avoid. Oh, speak, or if thou abhor treasure in thy womb of earth, for which they say sometimes your spirit walk in death. Speak of it, stay and speak. Stop it, Marcella.
Oh, 'tis here.
'Tis here.
It is gone.
It was about to speak.
It started like a guilty thing, upon a fearful summons. But break we up our watch, and let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For although the spirit dumb to us, will speak to her. Do you consent? We shall acquaint her with it. It's needful in our loves and fitting our duty.
Let's do it. I pray and I this morning know what we might find her most convenient. I have an idea. Okay, let's stop. Hold on. I have an idea. What is this in your world? What's the casket in your world? Let's make these objects things that exist in your world so you can interact with them in that way.
Well, that, for some reason, was kind of like a tree, but I'm not really sure how. So I was like climbing up it. Yeah, and it was like, but it was like there was something above it that I was like reaching to. I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was like hanging branch from another tree or something that she was trying to stand on to get close. I don't know why that's what it was before. This, what is, I don't know, I was thinking of, yeah, I was just thinking of it as a casket for a while. But it,
Okay. What if it's colonial casket?
I think that it is.
You could, if you wanted. Or that's kind of free world.
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm saying that is you can hit and plug it. We can actually try.
I was almost thinking that, I don't know, maybe it's like, I like the casket, it could be good. For some reason, I don't know, like you said, imagine it being something, for a second I thought maybe it was like a really shallow river. It's like water.
Okay.
I don't know why, but
No, we can use
but
that.
that's kind of like, that really changes how you interact with it. It's kind of weird, so I'm not sure if I could.
Or we can change the fact that maybe there's a stream
Maybe
going
there is.
through the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Okay. You figure out what they are for you and we'll play kind of stop and you're like, where's Hamlet? You know? Yeah, you mean like.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?